Our element of civilization in this museum that our group is presenting is Greek government. In this section of our museum, we will be showing you 3 artifacts that prove the existence of ancient Greek government. This section of the museum will show a video providing pictures of all 3 artifacts and give information on all 3. The 3 artifacts that we will be presenting are the Parthenon, the Trojan horse, and the golden apple. Please enjoy the rest of the museum.
This is a Greek government building called the Parthenon in Athens. I picked this building as my artifact to show Greek government because this was a building being made for Greek government. It was made in the 5th century BC as a temple for Athena and used mostly for Greek government and also partly a Greek treasury. Many gifts to the gods were put in the Parthenon like gold and valuables, which made it a Greek treasury. The Parthenon was also a symbol of power and influence of ancient Greek government. Sadly, the Parthenon was almost finished being made, but in 1687 the Persians attacked Athens, and in the battle it was destroyed.
One of Greek mythology's most famous stories is called the Golden Apple. It's a tale about the marriage between Peleus and Thetis, a sea goddess. Peleus and Thetis had not invited Eris, the goddess of discord, to their marriage, and the outraged goddess stormed into the wedding and threw a golden apple onto the table. The apple belonged to whoever was the fairest. Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite each reached for the apple. Zeus announced that Paris, the prince of Troy, who thought he was the most beautiful man alive, should be the judge. Hermes went to Paris, and Paris agreed to be the judge. Hera promised him power, Athena promised him wealth, and Aphrodite promised him the most beautiful woman in the world. Paris chose Aphrodite because she promised him that Helen would be his wife. Paris then got ready to go to Sparta to capture Helen. Twin prophets Cassandra and Helenus tried to persuade him not to do it. Paris would not listen, and he set out for Sparta. In Sparta, Melanus, husband of Helen, treated Paris as a loyal guest. However, when Melanus left to Sparta to go to a funeral, Paris abducted Helen, and she may have gone willingly. This could show ancient Greek government because there was no fair way to decide which of the goddesses would get the apple. But the gods used dictatorship, which is a form of government. Even though there was a judge, it was only decided by who gave the best offer. This was not the best sort of government, but I guess it worked for the gods of Olympus.
The Greeks built a wooden horse filled with armed soldiers. It was left in front of the city of Troy. The Trojans were told that the horse was an offering to Athena, and that the Greeks had built it so large that the Trojans would not be able to bring it into their city. The Trojans torn down a part of 3 city walls and dragged the horse inside. They celebrated their apparent victory. When the Trojans were sleeping at night, the Greek soldiers hidden inside the horse came out. They opened the gates and let the other Greek soldiers into the city. They burned the city and killed the Trojans. Troy was totally destroyed and the kings were slaughtered.
I hope you enjoyed this section of the museum on ancient Greek government. I hope you learned something about Greek government that you didn't know before. Please enjoy the rest of the museum.